I'm gonna get you back. You're not gonna know when, and you're not gonna know how, but I'm gonna get you back. You drew a wiener on my car, and you soiled my reputation.
And that's unforgivable.
Goddammit, I'm gonna get you.
You can't draw wieners on my car.
All I had.
We got some more Brewstew. We're gonna check out Brewstew Prank War plus other videos today. This should be funny. This should be interesting. Brewstew in a prank war. Y'all know me, your boy don't do pranks, but let's see how Brewstew does pranks. Is it the violent, over the top pranks, or is it the good old hearty laugh, slap that knee pranks that you see? Let's find out.
All right, since April Fool's Day is in pissing distance, I figured I'd talk a little about pranks, or more specifically, about a prank war between me and a few friends of mine. Now, this prank war all started with
this is adult
tree.
Tyler,
it was an old Christmas tree that my friend Steven had to get rid of.
We're not going to see Michael.
It to the curb like
Michael
would, he decides to drive over to my house with it. He sees my car parked out in the street. It's totally unlocked. It's looking vulnerable.
Does he put the tree in there?
Thinking, hey, I wonder if this Christmas tree would fit in his car.
He's so funny.
Daylight, he starts shoving this pine tree into my car. Nobody stops and asks him any questions. Hey, why are you doing that? That looks like a shitty thing to do. No, my roommate Brewer comes outside right in the middle of all this, and he sees Steven penetrating my car with this pine tree, and he's overjoyed. Because it's not his car after all. He doesn't care. I like what you're doing here. You are giving that car the business. So somehow, Steven manages to squeeze this dead pine tree into my tiny-ass Chevy Cavalier like he's some kind of shitty David Copperfield.
Already, this would ruin my day. Imagine you're in a rush to go somewhere, and like, you just have to go right now. Oh, no, you can't. There's a random pine tree in your car. And then Brewer, you're supposed to be my roommate. You're supposed to be my homie. You're not gonna help me out. You're not gonna at least alert me. You're not gonna stop him from shoving that tree in my car. And the amount of thorns that are gonna be in that car now, ooh, your ass is gonna be so prickly for months.
And a few hours go by, and I walk out to my car. I take one look at it, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Something's different.
Something's off.
Putting a goddamn pine tree in my car? Part of me wasn't even mad. You kind of have to be impressed that he actually got the tree to fit.
I'm not impressed.
Precise angle. His ass had to be out there with a giant protractor or something.
I'm pissed.
That's pretty impressive. But I tell you what's not impressive, the 8 million dead pine needles that are scattered throughout my car. They're on the cup holder, on the dashboard. Every time I sit down, it feels like a small porcupine's getting shoved up my ass. Now I gotta figure out how to get back at Steven. But before I get back at Steven, I decide to get my revenge on Brewer. Because after all, he could have blew the whistle on this whole operation. He could have at least shot me a text message.
But you
like,
just
hey, dude,
watched.
There's a Christmas miracle happening outside if you want to come check it out. But no, he didn't do that. So I form a little posse, have a couple people come over, and we decide to try to duct tape Brewer's bed to the ceiling. Now, I don't know if you've ever attempted such an ambitious maneuver.
That's hard.
Taping a bed to a ceiling is a little difficult.
Yeah, that's one of those pranks that just requires way too much work. You already need like 3 other people minimum to pull this prank off. And then you're only gonna get how long of satisfaction? Like a couple of minutes, because that bed is gonna come down, right? They're just gonna rip it off the ceiling. You risk damaging your ceiling. I think the tree in the car was way worse because your ass was getting stabbed by them needles for weeks. I know that.
You have to have 3 people standing on chairs,
minimum,
the bed up to the ceiling, box spring and all, while one person goes around and takes
I know your
everything.
arms are tired.
3 rolls of duct tape on this goddamn thing, and it just wouldn't stay. God damn it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to use plan B. Plan B was we're just gonna steal his bed and hide it somewhere. And then, since we're so goddamn funny, we're gonna put a piece of bread where his bed used to be, and then we're gonna drive to his work and leave a note in his car. And the note says, you look tired, go to bread. God damn it, we are comedic geniuses. Now, I can only imagine the look on his face when he read that weird cryptic-ass message that we left in there. You look tired, go to bread. What in tarnation does that mean? But I'm sure it made perfect sense when he got home and had to go on a shitty little scavenger hunt for his bed. But you bet your ass he did find it.
Y'all put it in the shower?
Bread makes a shitty place to sleep. Okay, cross Brewer off the list.
Okay, you got Brewer back.
But before you gotta get back at Steven,
big man Steven.
For whatever reason, my friend Cody decides to throw his hat in the ring. He wants to get involved in this prank war. So the next day I'm at work making pizzas, and Cody shows up and he wants a pizza. So I make him a nice little pizza, and I don't even spit in it because I'm a gentleman. What can I say? But
how dare you, Tyler?
He he decides
It's
he's
nasty.
gonna go to my car. He's
Oh,
gonna
no.
draw a big old wiener on my back windshield with window
come
chalk. So a few
on.
hours go by and I leave for work, and I'm totally oblivious.
You got me out here driving down the street with a big old wang on my back mirror window glass. Bro, I look like an idiot. I must look like a dong right now. At least you didn't draw it on your face and then you went into work. I never found those funny, like in TV shows and movies, when people draw on other people's faces when they fall asleep. That was never funny to me because them Sharpies really do take a while to rub off.
Hell, it's not until I'm in the middle of traffic at a red light when I look in my rearview mirror and notice it. What in tarnation is that?
Finally
oh, man,
sees
it's
it.
a big dingus. Everybody on the street can see it. People are honking their horns and shit. Hey, that's quite the wiener decal you got there.
A big
thank
dingus.
you. I drove all the way home with a wiener on my car, looking like a NASCAR that's sponsored by Wieners Incorporated. Okay, looks like Cody's name's going on the shit list. I call him up in the middle of the night. I'm gonna get you back. You're not gonna know when, and you're not gonna know how, but I'm gonna get you back. You drew a wiener on my car, and you soiled my
And that's
reputation.
unforgivable.
Goddammit, I'm gonna get you. But
You
Cody
can't draw
was easy
wieners
to
on my
get back.
car.
All I had to do was get some window chalk of my own and write, I drink pee on his bumper
Ew.
right before he'd leave work. I did that
Ew.
sporadically for like a month. I also
Ew.
wrote shit on Brewer's car too because, well, what the hell, why not? Okay, so back to revenge on Steven, because after all, he's the one that started this whole goddamn mess after the 12 days of Christmas in my Cavalier.
And Steven 100% has to get it the worst. It wouldn't even make sense if he gets it the least, because he's the one who put the tree in your car. He's the one who had your ass poking for days, for weeks, if not months. That would not have been funny to me at all. Not in the slightest, bro, because now you're bringing physical pain and injury to me for prolonged periods of time. Yeah, Steven has to get it the worst.
So me and Brewer are sitting there one night thinking, well, what's worse than drawing a big wiener on his car? How about drawing 1,000 tiny wieners on his car? That
of course.
is a great idea.
Of course,
you
of
are
course.
a goddamn genius.
I like
that
that.
was the plan.
I like that a
Me,
lot.
Brewer, his girlfriend, and my cousin David, we're all gonna sneak over to Steven's house at 2 in the morning, and by golly, we're gonna draw as many
Hell
wieners
yeah.
as we can on his Ford
Let's
Contour.
do it.
So we're out there sneaking around in the dark like SEAL Team 6, markers in hand, ready to draw some wieners. And there's his
Just
car,
ready to draw
looking
some-
vulnerable, just
some
like
cool.
mine was. So we get to wiener drawing. Some of them have smiley faces. Some of them
Oh
look like
my
they've been
God.
hit by a car.
They're
In
going-
15 minutes, we covered every square inch of that car
They're
with a
going
phallus.
doing
Well done,
crazy.
gang. Let's hit the road. The morning rolls around, and Steven's uncle pulls up in front of the house. He's the first one that gets to lay eyes
going
on the
phallic frenzy.
Wienermobile parked out front. Oh my God. What
Phallic
kind of shit
frenzy?
is my nephew getting himself involved in? He goes inside and tells Steven's mom, hey, there's a bunch of wieners on your son's car. What? Steve's car, there's a bunch of dicks all over it. Like severed dicks? No, Jesus Christ, they're drawings. Not a bunch of cut off dicks all over his car. What the hell?
That would've been worse.
That
What the hell,
morning
Mom?
was the morning that Steven had to get up and scrub 1,000 wieners off his car. And I take great pride in that. I feel like that's ample revenge for what
That
he did.
is.
Hey,
It
that's
is.
quite a bunch of wieners on your car there. Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. My favorite part of the story is that 6 days later, Steven's at the gas station filling up his car, and he looks
sees
over to his
another
gas
one?
tank, and he sees one little wiener that he missed with a little message that says, insert here. God damn it.
All right. That was a good revenge, bro. That was a good revenge. The fact that he had to get on his knees and scrub all of them doinks off. Yeah, that feels good. Pause. All right, now we got dad failures.
All right. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm a dad of a 4-year-old. I'm a stepdad too, but that job's pretty easy. All I got to do is tell them to clean their room, and that's about it. But being the dad of a 4-year-old is very tricky because I don't even know how to talk to children in general. I talk to kids like they're adults. Like I was at the apple orchard not too long ago with my kid for a preschool field trip, and I see other parents talking to their kids like, sweetie, don't pick up the apples on the ground. They might have little wormies inside of them. Then I'm over here like, no, not the ones on the ground. What are you doing? People are going to think you're somewhere on the spectrum. You keep picking up ground apples. What the hell? Like, even when we're playing with toys on the
Ground
floor, I got to
apples?
make up
That's a thing.
stupid scenarios that are probably not appropriate for kids. Hey, it's me, Mr. Potato Head. Hey, can I buy some food stamps off you for 50 cents on the
Food
dollar?
stamps?
Nope. Oh, come on.
50
Pitchers, help
cents
me
on
out
the
here.
dollar?
I just got out of jail for doing a B&E, for Christ's sake. No way, Mr. Taterhead. No way.
Hey, man, I think you're doing parenting just right. You know, you're being real. You're being vulnerable with your kid. I feel like they notice stuff like that. I think that's why I like Brewstew, because he really came out the mud with it, man. Like them food stamp jokes. I don't know if he was actually on food stamps. You know, that like is in his territory, bro. Like everybody hates Chris kind of vibes. Cartman from South Park kind of vibes. Like I rock with Brewstew.
And it doesn't help that at 4 years old, her brain is basically a sponge. She
Oh,
retains
yeah, just
anything that it set out
Soaking
into the
all
ether.
that
Not
up.
too long ago, I was sitting at the table working on a cartoon, my stupid Guitar Journey one, and I'm animating the part where I say this. We're just gonna call him Crackhead Jones.
Crackhead
Well, guess
Jones.
what the day was filled with after I played
She
that?
started saying
a lot
Crackhead
of
Jones?
Joneses coming from my
Oh,
4-year-old's
God.
mouth. That's fun. Crackhead Jones,
Oh,
Crackhead
God.
Jones. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do to deprogram your kid's brain when they hear some shit like that, but as far as I know, they still haven't made a Men in Black neuralizer, so I'm kind of fucked in that department. And I'm sure as hell not a good teacher. I'm probably
Australia
the opposite. if
isn't
anything.
real.
At some
I
point
feel
in my
you,
daughter's
man.
young life, she mixed up the words umbrella and gorilla. She thinks umbrellas are gorillas and gorillas are
Come
umbrellas.
on, man.
I don't know how it happened. I don't know when that went awry.
So, like, she thinks it's 1,000 men versus one umbrella. Like, she's not a little bit confused on why. Okay, she probably doesn't even know that whole internet debate.
But I can tell you, a good dad would try to correct that, and a bad one
But
would
are
fucking
you a
lean
good
into
dad?
it, like I did. What? It's funny, all right? It is funny. We'll be at the zoo and shit, and I'll be like, all right, let's go see the umbrellas at the umbrella exhibit. We better hurry, though. It looks like it might rain. I didn't pack a gorilla to keep us dry. Haha, let's go. Fuck it. You know, that's what school's for, right? They can iron that out. Maybe. I don't know. And speaking of school, taking her to school is like the most terrifying time of my day. Because from the back seat, she will ask me the most off-the-wall questions that I'm not prepared to answer at all. Dad, what does it mean when you die? Pretty heavy question to ask at 11:45 in the morning, don't you think? Does it hurt when you die? Why
Oh
does
my-
God kill people?
Oh
How
my
about
gosh.
you ask your teachers those questions?
Aren't you
all right?
4
I don't
years
know why
old?
the hell I gotta be Wikipedia every time we get in the goddamn car, but I'm sick of it. But I shit you not, that same day, I picked her up from school, and the first thing she says to me is, George Washington is dead.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yes, he
that what
is.
you learned in school today? George Washington doesn't know how to be alive. And I'm like, God damn it, if that's not the perfect way to explain death to a 4-year-old. That's right. When you die, you
Doesn't
just
know
forget
how to be alive.
It's as simple as that.
I wonder how I'm going to be when I have kids, bro, because kids really do say the darndest things, and like, you can't even get upset at them, bro. Like, they really are just, you know, curious creatures who don't know better. There probably needs to be a documentary done on YouTuber kids or influencer kids, how they come out if they are normal in the head. And I'm talking about influencers as a whole, streamers, YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, all of them. Do we know how to raise kids?
She'll be staring at her dead goldfish one day like, remember how to be alive, you piece of shit. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Fuck
Remember,
it.
that's
But one of my
funny.
bigger dad failures does involve me taking her to school. You see, on one particular day, we were running late, and I'm like pleading for her to get in the car. Come on, we gotta go. We gotta leave right now. We're gonna be late. I want to bring this toy to play with in the car.
That's
no,
fine,
that's
that's
a
fine.
chewed up dog toy. You're not
Okay,
bringing
no,
a chewed up
never
dog toy
mind.
to play with in the car.
No,
But I
you
want
can't.
to take it. All right, fine, fuck it. Take the chewed
All
up
right,
dog toy.
you
I don't care.
can't.
We gotta go.
You
We're
can't.
in the
You can do
car
whatever you
on the way
want.
to school. And out of nowhere, my daughter's like, oh yeah, that's right. Today is show and tell. And I'm like, oh shit, that's right. It's Wednesday. Show and tell's on every Wednesday. I didn't even think about it because we were running late. Well, what the hell are you gonna bring for show and tell now? Now you might be sitting there like,
That
you didn't
toy
let
in
your
her hand?
daughter bring a chewed up dog toy to school for show and tell.
I
did
mean,
ya?
it's the only thing,
Did
right?
ya? Yeah, I did. All right. So,
Right?
what do you think? You're the fucking perfect dad of the year over there, huh? Never let your kid bring a chewed up fucking dog toy to show and tell before? What would you do? She insisted, all right? Who am I to say no? You're not a better dad than me. What do you think you are? Fucking Mr. Beaver Cleaver from fucking Leave It to Beaver?
Oh my God, Brewstew, you are so old. Ain't nobody got that joke. Nah, I'm just kidding with you, but no, I would let her show that chewed up thing as well, bro. It's show and tell. They're 4 years old. This is completion, participation. They're not actually gonna analyze and, you know, annotate every single thing that she brings to show and tell and require her to write a 4-page essay about it. Just let her show the beat up, chewed up dog toy.
Not everybody's perfect dad, all right? Sometimes you gotta let your kid bring a fucked up dog toy to school.
I feel you, bro.
That day I'm sitting on the couch just imagining what it's like for my daughter that day. You got kids bringing in fucking Paw Patrol
Is that
action
Michael's kid?
figures and bluey stuffed animals. And then there's my kid, chewed up dog toy in hand. The teacher's staring at her like, what kind of fucking child called it lifestyle are
She's
you
gonna call
living back
CPS
at home?
on y'all.
You poor sweet child. So that's it. That's some of my dad failures, if you will. And if you guys like this episode, well, guess what? I could probably make another one. Because I'm a shitty dad sometimes. So be on the lookout for Dad Failures, Part 2. Dad to the bone.
Let's get
The
it.
end.
I don't know if y'all can hear that, but Siri's in the background trying to be heard. I don't know what I said, but she is trying to be heard. Like, shut up. This video's not about you.
I'm not gonna say Crackhead Jones
Aw.
anymore.
You're not gonna say Crackhead Jones anymore? Stellar.
Oh, that was so sweet. That was a nice little addition at the end. She's not going to say Crackhead Jones anymore. All right, next up, we got Bat in the House. Ooh.
All right, so over the years in my life, there's been plenty of times where some kind of wild animal gets inside my house and I gotta deal with it. And usually
feel
it's
you,
not a
man.
big deal. I've handled birds, chipmunks.
I'll handle
nasty
anything
rats
that come
that
my
I had
way.
Assassinated with a BB gun. But what do you do if one of those rats all of a sudden grew wings and started
Ooh.
flying around your house all
A
willy-nilly?
bat!
I'm talking about a goddamn bat. Nobody wants that in their house. But unfortunately, a few weeks ago, that's exactly what happened. One night, my wife and I are sleeping in bed.
A
And all of a sudden,
bat
we
got
wake
in?
up in the middle of the night to a very peculiar sound. Something that sounded like. What the
Ugh.
hell is that? The ceiling fan? Did the fan fall on top of us? I stumble out into the dark in my underwear, start poking around when all of a sudden I find it. Ah, god damn it, it's a bat!
Hell
The
no!
bat is messed up. It's laying on its neck with its feet up, looking like somebody's drunk uncle and shit.
Ugh.
I'm standing there like, what the hell? That's the sound a bat makes?
Yo, first of all, where do you even live to where a random bat is just in your house? How did it even get in, bro? Where do bats live? Like, I know they be flying around. I used to live in Austin, and there's like a parking garage that they just love being in. But like, seriously, this is the suburbs, I'm assuming. Why are bats just flying around? Why is a broken neck bat in your house? I need to know these answers to these questions, man. Like, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like bats.
Hell, that's the sound a bat makes? I don't remember learning that shit in school.
A bat goes, eat, 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 eat.
Well, are you gonna pick it up or what? No, I'm not gonna pick it up. What if it fucking flies in my
Bits?
face?
What if it bites
You're
you or
afraid of
something?
it flying in your face?
What if it has
Look, I don't know what
rabies?
bats do, all right? They're mean and they're nasty, and I just don't fuck with bats, all
Yeah.
right? I look over, and all of a sudden the bat is dead, and our cat Pooter's just sitting there like, hey,
Just
while you're
eating
sitting
it?
there being a big wuss, I decided to kill the bat. And just
Okay.
like that, it was all over. The
Thank you,
bat's
cat.
dead, I didn't pee myself, and Pooter didn't get rabies. The end. That is until a few mornings later, I'm in the kitchen about to make a pot of coffee, when all of a sudden, bam, here comes another bat. Now, my
Another?
dumbass at first thinks, oh my god, it's the same bat from the other night.
What?
Bat from the dead. Fucking zombie bat trying to fly in my face. I get on my hands and knees in the middle of my kitchen. Goddamn hostage in a bank robbery. Slowly I start coming back to my senses. All right, maybe this isn't a zombie bat. Maybe it's just a different bat. I got two bats in the house. What,
He
is
got
somebody
you
playing a
on
fucking
your
game of Jumanji
hands
in
and
here or
knees.
what? Meanwhile, Pooter's leaping around like a goddamn superhero throughout the house.
You
Calm
gotta
yourself,
keep that
woman.
cat.
I'll handle this. The whole time my wife is still upstairs in bed, totally oblivious to the chaos that's happening in the kitchen.
Bro, this is kind of embarrassing, Brewstew. You have this bat. This bat got you on your hands and your knees in your own house. Nah. But then again, bro, what else do you do? If there was a random ass bat in my house, you best believe that I'm grabbing like a blanket, putting it over my head so it can't bite me or anything, and I'm probably gonna be crawling around. I may let out a scream or two. I'm sorry, it's a bat. They're gross and they have rabies.
So what the hell am I supposed to do in this situation? I'm not qualified to handle this. I need a professional like Steve Irwin or Jack Hanna. Fucking
R.I.P.
Ozzy Osbourne, for Christ's sake. Anyway,
Ozzy?
Alexa,
He was gonna
what are you
bite the
supposed
head
to do
off.
when you have a bat in the house?
I don't know, dude. I don't f with bats either.
Eventually, the bat lands on a wall, and I use this opportunity to grab
A
my
gun?
trusty BB gun from the closet.
Okay,
But
a
now I'm
BB
trying
gun.
to Lee Harvey Oswald this bat with a BB gun. I take the shot, and I hit it, but I don't kill it. I just anger the damn thing.
Ah.
Oh my god, you
So,
shot me?
it's just
I'm
mad.
gonna fly in your fucking face. I lock myself in the bathroom like a scared old woman. I peek out the door, and I see that the bat is now in the living room right next to my TV. Well, now what am I gonna do? I can't risk shooting the bat and shatter my TV screen. I'm sure accidental shooting because the bat in the house isn't covered under the warranty. So since a bat is now holding my television hostage, I decide that I have to catch it somehow.
I feel like the only viable option in this case is to get like a Tupperware and then slowly walk towards it and then just trap it like that and then close the lid on it and then let it out outside. There's no reason to crush it. Because clearly BB gun doesn't kill it. It doesn't put it down. It just angers it. So I don't know. What else can you do? You can't throw a knife at it. You don't want to damage your TV. You got to use the Tupperware method. It's going to be scary. You're going to be nervous, but you got to do it. Or you can just try to like shoo it away, but then it may fly in your face. I'm not trusting that.
Well, what the hell am I gonna use to catch it? Well, how about a big fucking 12-foot net that we use to catch the pool? So there I am with
That's
this
even
long-ass,
better.
unwieldy pool net in my house, looking like a goddamn drunk pole vaulter. I'm knocking stuff off the table. and shit. Somehow I managed to snag
got
this
it!
bat. bat, and its little foot, or hoof, or fucking claw, I don't know what the fuck a bat has, is stuck in the net. So now's my opportunity. I'm running throughout the house like the goddamn building's on fire. I make it to my front yard, and I'm waving this goddamn pool net all over the place trying to get this thing free. My neighbor next door is on his porch looking at me like, the hell's this guy doing? Butterflies, I got a bat! I got a bat here! No, that's a fucking net, you idiot. Finally, the bat gets free and flies back to the 7th layer of hell, or wherever the hell bats
wherever it went,
back
bro.
Inside,
oh
now
no.
My wife's awake. Hey, why is there a rifle on the floor? And why is all of our shit broken?
You know,
we had another bat
just,
in the house.
just bat things.
It flew in my face, it took our TV hostage, and I did the best I could, okay? And that is why I don't fuck with bats.
You didn't even need a whole explanation, bro. I feel you, Tyler. I don't mess with bats either. They're gross. They have rabies and they have wings. They can fly. Anything that can fly and dodge my attacks, I automatically do not like you. All right, now we got part 2. Bat in the house 2. Bat with a vengeance. Ooh.
All right. I don't know how else to say this, but I'm getting real sick and tired of dealing with wild animals just making their way into my house any way they please. It seems like every couple of months or so, something sneaks its way inside, and now it's my job to chase it back outside with a car.
Yeah.
I'm sick
At least you're not killing them,
though. For those of you that aren't
though.
new to the channel, you might remember my cartoon about when we had a bat in the house. Well, guess what happened?
Part 2.
We're talking Bat in the House Part 2, Bat with a Vengeance. All right, so let's set the scene of this little incident.
How many bats are in your neighborhood?
And I'm attempting to work out because, well, I'm trying to maintain my girlish figure. You know, sitting around making stick figure cartoons isn't exactly physically demanding, so I'm doing the best I can.
Me too,
well,
bro.
To my surprise, when I noticed that there's a bunch of tiny little
fat off
turds
of
on the
reacting.
carpet. And that's when I think, well, that's weird. I don't remember starting a tiny little turd collection in the
Bro,
basement.
where do you
How did
live,
these get
Brewstew?
here? And that's when I look up and see
Tyler.
a dirty-ass little bat all upside down doing bat shit.
Where does this man Tyler live? I think he lives in what, Ohio, Portland, Oregon? I don't know where he lives, but the fact that you have run into 3 bats. I think I've only ran into 1 in my entire life, but you have ran into 3 bats so far? Dog. Maybe these bats really do have it out for you, man, because running into 3, probably gonna be 4 by the time we finish this video. That's nuts. What are you doing to these bats, man?
What beef do you have with these creatures?
Now, my first reaction was to yell, "Ah, piss! It's back again!" Because my dumb ass just automatically assumed that it was the same fucking bat from the last episode. And you know, he's back with a vengeance. So now this is an
but you let him
ordeal
go
that I have to
freely.
deal with, and I'm pretty pissed off about it. What the hell do I gotta
You
do
let
at this
him
point?
live.
Get a goddamn restraining order against this thing? What the hell? And then I think, you know what? To hell with this bat. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not gonna let some dirty little bat dictate my lifestyle.
Yeah.
With your bullshit face and your weird leather wings. I'm finishing my goddamn workout. So there I am in
Tyler.
my basement lifting weights. all
Scared as
paranoid
hell.
watching this bat out of the corner of my eye. Just waiting for it to fly into my face and give me typhus or whatever the hell bats do. You can say what you want, but bats are fucking terrifying.
They're
I don't know
scary,
what the
bro.
exact statistics are. There's like a 3% chance that this thing could be Dracula in bat form. I just don't have time to be dealing with that shit. Are you serious? So I finished my workout like the big man that I am, and now I choose to deal with the bat on my time. And this is where I decide to document the event with my iPhone, like some kind of shitty Steve Irwin.
Ew!
Now the good news is that we have a walkout basement. So if I'm able to, I can shoo the damn thing out the sliding glass door, and it can go back to the 7th layer of hell where it came from. I just need a weapon of some sort to protect myself. But what weapon should I use? At first I think, I know, a 30-06. That's perfectly suitable for this situation. I need a rifle. But then
I
I'm
don't
like,
think
no,
so,
no,
man.
No, that's a bit extreme. I'm not storming the beaches of Normandy. This thing's the size of a fucking hamster, for Christ's sake. So then I have a flashback to a few months ago where I was sitting on the couch drunk, shopping on Amazon like an idiot, and I decided to buy a full-size airsoft Tommy gun. Oh yeah, that seems suitable
Tommy
for
gun!
a 31-year-old man. Let's buy it.
All right, locked and loaded. Let's go ahead and use this Tommy gun to get this bat out of here. And he is actually including real footage this time. Yo, the cartoons don't do it justice. Bats in real life, they look disgusting, man. No wonder Batman chose them as like his mascot, bro. They're creepy. They just instill fear into most people, bro. And they be bunched up and ooh, they carry diseases. Yeah. Light it up, Brewstew. Light this bat up.
Well, in retrospect, that doesn't seem like such a stupid-ass purchase
Hell
now.
yeah.
But here I am,
Woo!
approaching this bat like I'm fucking
Look at him!
6, trying to threaten it with an
Tyler!
automatic weapon. Clearly, you can see that the bat doesn't give 2 shits about me, or my plastic submachine gun. Well, goddammit, alright, time for plan B. Enter the 12-foot pool net, aka the Bat Capturer 9000. So here we are, take 2.
You got it? You got it?
I still have the Tommy gun in one hand.
That
just in case
bat's-
this thing
it's
morphs
not
into
even
fucking
reacting.
Nosferatu or
It doesn't
some shit.
care.
Now, if you notice, the bat clearly doesn't want to go into the net. It just keeps like clicking at me like a broken garage door opener.
Ugh.
It's clicking at me.
I don't like the clicking.
Now, I don't speak back.
I don't like the
but I imagine
clicking.
it's saying something along the lines of, "Hey, stop it, you dick! I got squatters' rights. Go get a fucking eviction notice."
Squatters'
God
rights.
Damn it! How am I gonna coax this bat into this net? I'm running out of options here. I'm thinking back to all those shitty zoo books I read as a kid, trying to figure out what bats like. I start turning the lights off, thinking that might help.
Does that piss you off less?
So after like 15 minutes and like a half a dozen
Do you
different
finally
methods,
get it?
I finally get this goddamn thing into the net.
Come on,
And,
come on.
Well, it's a little nerve-wracking to say the
Clicking.
least.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, God.
It's a goddamn vampire bat.
the
What can I say?
clicking!
It's scary. So I run out to my backyard and try to catapult this thing back into the abyss, but now I have a new problem. Now the bat won't leave the goddamn pool net.
Hey,
so now
it can
I'm
have the
swinging
net.
this 12-foot
It can have the
around
net.
my backyard like a lunatic.
I'm just
My
throwing the
next-door
net,
neighbor's
man.
Probably watching through the windows like, is this guy trying to catch butterflies or is he just on methamphetamine? Yeah, probably both, I guess. I don't know. Now, I did manage to record this part of the story as well.
I gotta
but
see it.
I accidentally filmed the whole thing in the slow-mo setting on my iPhone, which
all
means
good,
that
all
the
good.
footage looks a lot more epic than it should. The thing looks like a fucking ending to a Disney movie, for Christ's sake. So without further ado, here's the conclusion of this shitty little story. It does have a happy ending. I hope you enjoy it.
Before we go into the video, I gotta say the clicking is what's doing it for me. That is what would drive me insane. That is what will make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The clicking that bat is doing, man. Oh, wow. It really is slow motion. Look at him. Look at him, Tyler. This is crazy, man. He's actually doing it. Okay, it's starting to make sense why he runs into a lot of bats. I'm starting to get it because look where he lives. I mean, there's a pretty big forest back there. And then the rain starts pouring. Oh my God, he's doing twirls and everything. This is kind of epic. Does the bat ever go out? Oh, there he goes. Yay! Yay! You did it, Tyler! You did it! I know your heart was thumping, though. Congratulations, man. And you didn't even have to stomp it out, because I know a lot of people who, their third running with a bat, they probably would have just took it upon themselves
to make sure there wasn't a fourth.
Last up, we got rat hunting. Ugh.
All right, so this story is a little disgusting. It's a story
I'm
about
sure.
my roommate Brewer and
It's
myself
about rats.
living in a house infested with rats.
Oh!
Delicious. Now, after all the haunted duplex shenanigans, me and Brewer decide to move into an even shittier house in an
With
even shittier
rats.
neighborhood. And instead of dealing with demon ghosts, we get to deal with a bunch of disgusting-ass rats. I think
black
I'd rather
people.
live with like a pissed-off orangutan or something like that instead. Mr. Bubbles, do you mind if we watch Netflix in here? Oh, God. Now, when we moved in, we obviously didn't know that the house was infested. But after a couple of days,
I would
we
hope
started
not.
seeing tiny poop
Oh,
pellets
my
in the kitchen.
God.
Hey, have you been leaving little tiny turds around the house? No. Huh. Well, I wonder what that's all about. It wasn't until one night I was in the
Oh,
bathroom
the
taking a
rat.
dump. I look over
Big ol'
and I
rat.
see the ass of a rat hanging out of a hole in the wall. That's not something you want to see while you're totally vulnerable taking a poop. Oh my God. What do I do? What do I do? My first instinct was to grab a pair of scissors and cut its tail off.
What?
Then I was like, no, that's fucked up. It's like some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. What the
Yeah.
hell's the matter with you? So in mid-poop, with my pants around my ankles,
You gotta wipe
I
your
open
ass
the door
first.
and yell, "Rats! We got rats in the house!"
Nah, man, bro. I would feel so unsafe because I've heard rats can like sometimes go into the toilet. So every time you sit down to plop your booty before you take a dump, you got to make sure there's not a rat just chilling there, ready to just nibble on your pee-pee because you were just, in a rush and you didn't look beforehand. Plus, rats are dirty. They get in everywhere. They reproduce like crazy. Nah, man. No, I can't do rats. I can't do roaches. Anything that is living in my house that isn't me or I didn't let in voluntarily, it has to go. It has to go.
Rats! We got rats in the house, invading my privacy! Now, it's important to note that this wasn't a mouse. A mouse is little, it's cute,
Rats.
it's friends with Donald
Rats are
Duck.
big.
People like mice. Rats, on the other hand, they're big, they're nasty,
And they're not
couldn't
afraid
give
of
two
humans.
fucks about Donald Duck. Now, my bedroom in this house was on the bottom floor. So that means I could hear the rats outside my door all night long.
God.
That's pretty damn disgusting. All I could think about was, well, what the hell happens if one of them comes in here? Hey, what's the password to your Netflix account? I want to watch season 4 of Scrubs out there. I'd open my bedroom door. They'd all scatter every which way.
How do you
There was
live
one
like this?
Big-ass rat that was like twice the size of any of the other ones.
He
The
didn't
goddamn
care.
thing was like half the size of Brewer's dog. It was the Megazord of rats. That goddamn thing looked like a boss from a Mortal Kombat
Oh my
game.
God,
It was not
bro.
afraid of me at all.
Hell
He'd be staring
no.
at me like, the fuck are you looking at? Why don't you get in the kitchen and make me some bagel bites? So needless to say, we had a big problem on our hands. People stopped coming to our house and shit. I'm not going over there. I don't want typhus.
Hey, yo, I can't even blame those people. There's no way I'm visiting a friend if they got roaches or rats in their house. Bro, no. And I'm not going to take anything back home with me because for some reason, I don't want it to be infested with a roach egg or a rat embryo or whatever, man. I don't need to bring the infestation back home with me.
Well, I'll be damned if I'm gonna live up to my asshole and with rats. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is
So
gross.
The next night, I'm laying on the living room floor with a BB gun.
Y'all really
I got a
gonna
cupcake out in the
shoot
kitchen in
the
space.
rats?
It's time to pull a Lee Harvey Oswald and assassinate me a few rats. Now, I actually got real
Oh,
footage
wow.
of this fantastic time.
Wow.
In my life. Boom. Right there's the cupcake. Buttercream
He's
frosting.
not kidding.
It's delicious. And look who shows
Ugh!
up. That ass rat looking to party. Take a shot.
Ugh!
And I totally fuck it up. Well, some Lee Harvey Oswald on you. Jesus Christ, my ass wouldn't even hit JFK's convertible shooting like that. Let's slow the footage down and analyze it
what
like
did you
some
hit,
little
though?
rat Zapruder film. Here's the shot. And this goddamn rat
Damn, that
does
thing
some
jumps
Neo
up.
from the Matrix backflip bullshit over my goddamn bullet. Okay, so clearly the BB gun is not gonna work. Time to move on to rat poison.
Rat
We
poison,
sprinkle
yes.
a bit of rat poison right on
Excellent.
the front step of this asshole's
Excellent.
house. And sure as hell, the next day, it's all gone. They damn well licked that plate clean. 2 days later, I go in our basement.
Nice.
There's 4 dead rats on the ground.
Nice.
Right, job well done. But wait a minute, where's that big bastard at? That goddamn Megazord rat is nowhere to be seen.
Do you know what it is? He's immune. He built up a tolerance. He ate that rat poison and said, "That's all you got?"
2 more days go by. I'm sitting in my room watching TV, and lo and behold,
Oh, you-
the big kahuna
There he is!
himself comes crawling across the floor
Kill
in
him!
broad daylight like somebody's drunk uncle and just dies right there in the middle of the living room.
Nice.
And here's
He
a
held
picture
out.
of that goddamn thing. I put a little Taco Bell packet in there so you
Oh
can get a reference
my
to the size.
gosh!
Before we can celebrate, Brewer's dog prances on in. She sees that dead rat.
Oh,
she's
don't
like,
eat it.
Oh, what do we have
Don't
here?
eat it.
A dead rat full of disease and poison?
Don't
well, I
eat
better
it.
have a lick. Shortly afterwards, I walk out there, see Brewer's dog making out with this rat carcass. The dog looks up at me like, well, I wasn't just gonna leave it there. I'm a dog, you stupid ass. So I panic. I call up Brewer while he's at work, and I'm like, your dog was just licking a dead rat like an ice cream cone. You got any last words you want to say to her? But she was all right. We took her to a vet
Okay,
afterwards,
good,
and they gave her
nice.
some medicine. How about you don't let your dog eat dead rats? So
Those
our house
rats
was
were
officially
nasty, bro.
rat-free, nobody got typhus, and I could poop in peace again.
Nice.
The end.
Yo, respect to Tyler and Brewer for actually handling their rat problem instead of just moving out, because I know a lot of people who would have just been on that U-Haul truck ready to bounce.